Zimbabwe's president-elect is in a very good mood.
Alex Crawford from Sky News.
He's giving his first interview since claiming victory to Sky News, a British channel.
We'll just take a few minutes to set up.
This would have been inconceivable a year ago. The British were considered the old enemy, and many journalists, including those from Sky, were unable to work here.
Do you feel you won it freely and fairly?
It was a free, fair, transparent process from the period of campaigning to the period of the actual voting. Everybody has declared the process free, peaceful and transparent.
Well, not everyone. The main opposition party, the MDC, and its much younger leader is threatening a legal challenge, claiming even before the votes were in that the result was rigged. That's getting short shrift.
This single one is the one which you spoke about inciting violence even during the time of campaigning, although during that time no violence occurred. That is their identity. Their identity is that of violence.
There were some ugly scenes. The president-elect says much of it was hooliganism, but to many it seemed like the old Zimbabwe, with live shots fired and wanton beatings by the army and the police. At least 6 people were killed. This woman died after being shot in the back. The president-elect insists he'll hunt down and punish the perpetrators.
Is there any way that you consider a government of national unity, given the split in the vote?
In 1964, Harold Wilson of Britain had 1 seat, beating the Conservative by 1 seat, and they formed the government that ruled England. And I have a 2/3 majority, and they are talking about me abandoning my 2/3 majority to seek a government of national unity. Not that it's a bad idea, but it doesn't show that there's any need. I am saying the politics should now take the back seat because the elections are behind us. We should now put our shoulders to the wheel for purposes of modernizing our economy, growing our economy together. Those who voted against me, those who voted for me, we say Zimbabwe is ours together. Let's move on. The best argument, the best vision, the best ideas have taken the day.
But you will be, once you're inaugurated, you will be the first president that's bound by 2 5-year terms.
Yes.
Are you willing to give a guarantee to the people of Zimbabwe that you will stick to that?
Perfectly. And I always say it, that I will obey the Constitution to the letter, the spirit of the Constitution to the letter. I will if I'm elected for a 2nd term, I will do my 2nd term, but I cannot go beyond that.
Zimbabwe's long-time dictator Robert Mugabe was toppled last November when the army intervened. He was replaced by his former protege, who Mugabe had sacked the week before.
And your relationship with him now?
Until recently, when he said he did not want to vote for me, I didn't think he would reach that stage of not voting for me, because there's nothing wrong I have done to him. But he has this democratic right to choose as to whom he votes for. I have no problem with President Mugabe, totally. And when I phone him and we discuss, there's no enmity, there's no rancor between me and him.
The president-elect was in the Mugabe government, which presided over land redistributions, which prompted Western sanctions led by Britain. It led to an economic crisis, a collapse in the currency, and soaring unemployment.
I don't regret. ZANU-PF does not regret. And the people of Zimbabwe do not regret. Despite the suffering that came onto our people as a result of those sanctions, we do not regret to have acquired our land again.
Do you still have resentment towards Britain?
No. Fortunately, each time Britain has a woman leader, things are better. Because in 1979, when we had Margaret Thatcher, she stopped our war and brought us to the table, and we got our independence. This time with Prime Minister
Theresa
May.
May.
Again, upon my inauguration, she sent an envoy to meet me, say, can we re-engage? We've engaged, and it's so beautiful, it's so nice. So I would wish that the British people continue to elect women prime ministers.
Your nickname is the crocodile, right? Which sounds scary. I mean, there are not many friendly crocodiles. Do you feel you've got a reputation that is feared? Do you...
No. I'm as soft as wool.
But your opponents, I imagine, should fear you.
No, I'm very friendly to them. Go and ask any one of them. They will tell you that I'm a very humble person and I'm very friendly.
And you feel you're fair?
Extremely fair. Extremely fair. You can ask them.
And what kind of leader do you hope to be in the future?
A people's leader. A listener. A listening leader. A humble leader. A servant leader. Thank you.
Thank you.
Alex
Thank you very
Crawford,
much.
Sky
Great
News,
talking to you.
Harare.
Thank you.